eventually revealed itself to be their friend and friendly salesperson, Vega, who was happy, nay, delighted to purchase your 3,000 goddamn rock feathers that you have had for a million sessions now and that have been taking up the entire boat. With that purchase, you are able to get cloaks of lightning protection that will be made and delivered to you, as well as a host of other items for the entire party, uh, which was almost all engineered by Mage, dealing with Vega, as they were the one who laid claim to the feathers initially. You continued on your route, skipping several days to make up for the time. Around day 42, you passed around the southern horn of Faerun and were accosted by a military ship of the line. Kaylin, in a rare moment of honesty, revealed that she has been giving you all a false name up to this point. Though it is only very slightly different. It was revealed that her family is highly regarded by the Faerun military, and that her name and siblings are all highly ranked paladins of war in the Faerun military. Additionally, whilst dealing with the officials of the ship, Atalante healed almost every sick and injured person uh, currently aboard that vessel, prompting a religious fever that she has not seen since being freed from the ice. 5 days later, you arrived in the sanctuary and were once again accosted by the border guards, this time paladins of the Light Twin, who did not initially believe who Adelante claimed to be, but were forced to by a demonstration of her prophetic powers. You were given a letter of introduction to the Grand Maester and directions towards the heart of the Citadel. But before they made it there, much to their chagrin, to the sound of trumpets, horns, and fanfare, the Angel of Mentor arrived to grant all of them an audience that they were told about more than a week ago. We rejoin the party as all of you step out of this glowing, scintillating door and see a massive underground garden, awash with light that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere. As you behold this sight for the first time, you see varieties of plants and trees, huge variants of small creatures and insects that swarm across the ground or fly through the air. But what catches your eye is the lone figure kneeling by the side of a path, working in the dirt. You see him raise his head, and in a quiet voice that seems to carry across the entirety of the garden, he greets you. And as he greets each of you, you feel his eyes on you. He looks at Kaylin. Welcome, warrior of my sister. He looks to Adelante. Seer of my brother. To Ku, creation of my cousin. And finally to Mage. Grandchild, it is so good to see all of you. Please. And he gestures for you to come closer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll start the walk and like kind of observe the scenery a little bit, you know?
As you are looking around, you see that everything that you start to pass by, regardless of the season that it normally would bloom, is ripe and riotous with color. Vegetables and fruits and weeds all seem to grow side by side, carefully nurtured. And as you all get closer, you get another sight of a man grunting and heaving himself up onto a small log as he steps over towards a small fire. You see what can only be Mentor. Mind the grasses, children. And he gestures for you to take seats on the two opposing logs around a very simple campfire.
Hmm. There's space next to him.
You want to sit
Feel
next to
feel
him?
free to sit next to him.
I don't want to sit next to him. I'm okay. I'm good.
No, I'll sit here.
He's about to not be very happy with us. I don't want to sit next to him.
Who is that? You take it? You'll slide up next to the god of knowledge.
Damn right.
Okay. You make to sit, and he will give a soft just and as if it's like just as if he is aged, though he looks old. He looks very healthy, but it seems that even a god is subject to knee pain.
Can't escape it.
Mm-mm. Warm smile at Ku as she sits down, and then up at Mage as they arrive and join the small circle. I have heard much from all of you, or of all of you, I should say. You ignore the words of gods and angels. You strive to understand an ancient wrong. You're the first in a very long time. If I may ask, what conviction of your hearts leads you to distrust my angel? I mean no accusation. Curiosity has always been a flaw of mine. He looks out, and you see that his eyes are not glowing, but they do appear almost backlit.
I look around to see if anyone else is going to say anything.
Kind of speechless, you know.
Who's just
Your-
looking at the rest of you?
Well, your angel is imposing upon our freedom.
Freedom is the right of any living being. It is a simpler creature designed to give warning. You all have tampered with things that have lain many, many years untouched. Think of it like an immune response.
Are you like the body then?
I am... and he like looks down and touches the grass. I am a gardener. When blight comes, I know how to root it out. When there's not enough water, I know where to find more.
Oh God, he's being cryptic. Okay.
Big philosophical.
Yes. Mains really said, I am of the dirt. I am of the ground.
Go
He
against-
looks over at you, Adelante, though you did not speak. To be more succinct, I contain the memories of what happened before. Everything that has happened before.
I kind of want to share notes with those guys because I've seen a little bit of it, you know.
Yeah, his eyes are resting heavy on you.
Well, I imagine you can tell that I know a fair bit.
He dips his head in a nod.
By all means, if you would, why don't you give me your experience of things, or would you rather hear mine first?
He smiles. My experience would... Well, we would be talking for a very long time. And I don't think any of you are willing to waste what time you have left. Perhaps I can make things more clear. And he will reach down to just a very simple like poking stick and adjust one of the logs in the fire. And you see the flames jump and spark, and some of the sparks in the air begin to swirl on an air current that none of you can feel. And they take up points, much like a constellation of stars, freezing and then somehow beginning to rotate. And as they spin, in turn, each of you see a 2D representation of a figures whose face you've all seen. Jacob Eveningstar. You are looking for the Son of Gods, are you not?
Yep, that would be exactly what we're looking for. Yes.
To what end?
To free him.
A noble cause.
It's
But the plight of one man does not stir so many hearts so strongly. He looks over at Mage, as if knowing that you don't have a lot of skin in this game, that one life is not a big thing for you.
I wave.
He smiles and gives and waves back. He is one man. Why him?
it would seem that he's our best chance at peace, real peace.
What do you think peace means?
Freedom, love, justice.
The tenets of your God. But that is not what peace means.
Yeah, like a piece of pie. You know, only a piece of it.
Ku's very good at making pie.
Perhaps you can make me some.
Oh, I would like
But real peace is just time between calamities. Peace is homeostasis. Peace is. And he quirks an eye. This time at Kaylin. Peace is balance.
She smiles. He probably knows what she's thinking. Peace is just the time between the war. But war is still needed.
Jacob, to say that he was a unique being is, well, it is an understatement. Yes, he was formed by the hands of more than one god, but he also traveled every world, every land governed by each of us. I often wonder if that was why he brought his plan to us. You see, Jacob did not believe in the balance. Oh, understood it, even thrived in it, but he sought more for his parents.
Well, that's pretty
He
noble.
wished. You look at me and you see a god. But I am a shadow, far removed from the world. What Jacob wanted for all of us was, well, what we once had.
A chance to become whole again.
No. He wanted us to take back the other half of us, the half that struck us down. But the balance is not easily upset. You all have felt Celestia's gaze on you before. She was not ignorant to the plans of a mortal. And she had help. One of us turned against the other four. Jacob was taken. He was imprisoned. Powerful objects created to secure him, bind him. By the time the rest of us finished squabbling between ourselves, the balance had shifted enough that we were forced to leave the world behind. There is honor in Jacob's plan. Death of a greater god to empower those that care for the world and its people. But only one of us wished to become whole again. My sister is not easily dissuaded.
So who was the traitor? Find it kind of weird that Jacob is entombed in the capital of Ashur.
Oh, he is not here. Or there, I should say. But the vampire did flee to this place for a reason. After all, what better mate for balance than order?
God damn it.
If you wish to save Jacob, know that I will not be the god that opposes you.
Then it should be the same thing that's opposed me my whole life, then, shouldn't it?
Yourself?
No.
You have battled against the Dark Paladins, the Dark Priests. I would caution you before you attempt such things against the Lion. Order is crushing. That is the thing that is stopping your freedom more than anything. I may not know what will happen, but I know that in more than 3,000 years, no one has done what you all have done. Powerful forces again stride the world, and it may break asunder again. Be sure that if it does, it is for the right reasons. Not just blind faith. He'll sigh and kind of sit forward, and for a moment, as he rests his elbows on his knees, the staff just kind of hanging in the crook of his arm, he sighs, and for a moment, he looks ancient. For a moment, he could be carved out of stone. Forgive an old man. And he'll snap his fingers, and a pot of freshly brewing tea will appear, hanging on a small wooden rack over the fire.
Are there like cups with the the
There are cups already in each of your hands.
are they full or
Oh.
do I need to pour?
They're empty.
Yeah, I'll grab like the kettle or whatever the thing and I'll like pour for everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you pour. Kalen, Mage, Ku, and even Mentor extends his cup.
Yeah, and I'll pour for him. I'm not an animal, at least. I'm not going to sit here and not pour tea for a host. And I sit down and I pour for myself, and just like take a sip from the cup and just sort of eye him and just there isn't a part of you that longs for something better, something you used to be more. Doesn't that call back to you at least a little bit?
I am the memories of that being. I remember every moment. I do think upon it,
You were
but But no part of me desires to be anyone other than myself.
You were murdered. You were spread across the world.
Murdered
Things
is.
were.
It's not. We were forged of pieces of her.
Pieces given life. New and different and brilliant in its own. And
But not true. We were goblins in a trench coat. We were ants pretending to be a bird. You
Is-
can't understand what it was like to be a part of something and not in control.
how are things different than then? Was that not its own balance? What would make Celestia want to spread you apart in the first place? I'd seen it, something, an argument, a disagreement. I couldn't hear what.
I would not credit such a goddess with jealousy. But it is not something that would be understood. As best I can say, he wanted something. He wished to give something to the world that would destroy the balance forever. And not all of us agreed. That was what allowed Celestia to break us. A moment of weakness, indecision, and raw desire. A jump start, if you will. And he looks sad, perhaps.
I still don't understand then. That's all. If that's all what happened, then why would Ashur show me these things? Why make me think that this is the right me? Why not tell me?
Because he loves his brother. Because he does not wish to see him slain. He never has. It would be easier for him to force himself back into that straitjacket. Then it would be easier for me to remain an old man tending my garden.
Caitlin stands up and approaches him. She looks really sad.
So because it's easy, it's right, it's just, better.
No. But we are all creatures of desire. And he'll like sit up a little bit and look at you, Caitlin.
She holds out her hand, like, sort of like in a give me your hand motion.
He'll place it palm up.
She's just gonna grab it with both of her hands and look directly into his eyes. You've lost your desire, your drive to become whole again. But your sister hasn't. And I'm going to help her help you.
He smiles again sadly. You're speaking to a tiger in a cage, offering it the savannah.
Tiger that's lost its will. From what I've seen, your sister still has a lot of will, a lot of rage.
She
I will
always
help
did.
you.
It is not. Well, what shall come will come.
Oh,
What you
you?
do in the name, my sister, it will not come without cost.
This isn't just for her. You just. You just don't know it.
Allow me
She'll.
to offer you all something. I know almost everything that has happened. I'm not all-seeing, but if you have a question, a boon that any of you would ask, I'll do my best to give it. I have not met one such as you in a very, very, very long time.
Before we ask anything, you said something of desire, creatures of desire. I mean, and she's just like gripping her like you see her gripping the cup of tea like really like tightly. I I'm just sitting here and I've played back a lot of my life and all the visions and my friends and everything, my family. I mean, I'm 100 years in the future. This you can't sit here and tell me that all you want to do is tend your garden, as beautiful as it is, as peaceful as it is. You want to sit here and tend your garden where when I've lost everything for a quest that you're trying to tell me isn't worth it anymore. It has to be worth something, or it was just it's meaningless. I've lost everything, and
Oh,
I have to
my
live my
child.
life in an age that isn't home.
Oh, my child. No, not useless. Not a foregone conclusion. And he'll reach out and place a hand on your knee. It's warm and he squeezes, but not so hard to hurt. Just hard enough that you feel it through your greaves.
I'm scared of him touching me. I don't want to know what might happen. Like as long as you don't touch the skin, I think I'll be okay.
I will be careful. Your quest is not in vain. I just fear that my wants, your God's wants, her God's wants, the wants of Karak, the wants of the journeyman. We are too disparate now. We're too separate. Our edges hard and defined. Whether you decide to go with Ashur and war and reunite us, Whether you side with Jacob, try and give us back the power that we had as individuals, or whether you try and do something wholly different, all paths are open to you. But what you have at the end will be vastly different from what you have now. No matter what you do, that ball is already rolling downhill. And if you fail now, well, I suppose order will enjoy the cleanliness of this world.
We are not going to fail. I can't. We can't. And God forbid anybody who steps in front of me and my purpose. Any paladins, any clerics of who would seek to stop me, I would crush them underfoot.
Be sure that justice remains your North Star, Miss Briar.
Always has been.
Are we done? May
You
we
are
leave?
welcome here as long as you wish.
You shall seek what you were offered. Wounds, questions answered.
I simply find this entire engagement cosmically irrelevant. Rachel, get up and dust their butt off.
There is no question in the world that I could answer for a beloved grandchild.
Aren't you the least bit curious about your creation?
Curiosity is not simply a thing that is ever found within drought of my mind. However, I will not allow you to take away the agency of the satisfaction of finding answers simply because you hold them.
In a funny way, I respect that. That makes sense. It's the seeking, not the finding out.
I find that your issues with whomever you were speaking of should not concern us. Nor should we concern ourselves with something like this. I am not seeking this vampire to end your eons-long family feud. Nor do I wish to be a weapon any longer. I don't know why men wage wars for the reasons they do. And I do not understand the means of your domains clashing. For if Jacob Evening Star is the first man, and he was made with the involvement of all of you, then are they not simply acting as gods when they commit the atrocities that they do? So I believe everything is in tandem, and everything is right. However, what remains is a vampire that wishes to unkeep the world we currently live in.
Unkeep. You misunderstand. They fled to a place of strength. They wish only to keep him from returning to the world. They see Jacob as a threat.
If they are to harm people whose only sin is wishing to see tomorrow, then I would see that as a threat to the world. There are
Did not bring
plenty
you.
of there are plenty of men who stand upon inactivity and inaction. And so perhaps I should take grace that I am not a man. I apologize, sir, and Mage will give a small bow, that your story failed to bring out my pity. And I do wish you the
I have
best.
not asked for your pity. As I said, I content. Perhaps it was you who did not hear. Your father was always so wrapped up in his own ideas.
Uh-oh.
And yet he made something with true intelligence. Be not blind to that which is outside of you. I will not keep you here. You have all been free to go the moment you have entered. I merely wish to see those who would do such things.
Mage is going to set the teacup down on the log. I do not care much for everyone's passions and intents. My goal is simply protect the world. And if any, even my comrades who stand upon me wish to threaten that Librium, then it will sadden me to know that in those moments beyond, we will not be comrades. Mage will give another bow.
He'll give like a seated nod.
I believe Liana might be worrying about us, so I will let her know how we are all doing.
You all will return as if no time has passed.
Hmm.
I know how important time is to the short-lived. Please. And he'll gesture towards any of the doors.
As if possessed by zeal, Caitlin will stand up super quick and stand straight, look straight in his eyes. I will save you from your prison of contentment, brother. And turn around and march straight to the closest door.
Yeah, I feel like Adelante gets up, slow, walks up to him, and I'll like grab his hand too, being careful again not to touch my skin with this, because I don't want to have a seizure right now. I should say I had misjudged your intent initially. If
I
you
know.
want to sit in your garden and tend to your plants and let life pass by, then who am I to tell you that's wrong? I'm simply a mortal, lesser. But I should say that in all the years of my life, I've learned that complacency only brings you tragedy before long. This garden and all of your pleasant plants and animals will die and will before long. And what will you have? I just don't think that it's right for you to sit here with what power you have left and do nothing. So if you'd permit it, I'd have something, a little bit of your knowledge maybe to help guide us to to peace, true freedom, something better than this.
He will grab your hand just a little bit tighter, and he reaches out with his other hand and then pauses. May I? He seems to be gesturing at the buckle strap on the inside of your wrist.
Of course.
This is a small thing, but may nothing hold you down. May you be unfettered. And he places his hand on the inside of your wrist and grabs tight, and you feel a rush of ice cold lightning up your arm. And as he pulls his hand away, you see the imprint of his hand on the inside of your wrist. You've just received a godly boon. I'm going to DM you what you've just received.
Hey yo.
Let nothing keep you from your freedom. And having said so, he'll turn and look slightly down at Ku, who's just been quietly sitting on the same log as Mentor. You have many questions.
Yeah. More or less, like, I know I'm very different. Not
He
very
nods.
normal. Always kind of been going with, the flow of things. I'm still curious. It's like, so it was like my place in the world was different, like Vegas and everything. Why was
You
that?
are not of me or my siblings, or even our mother. My child, you are a seed blown far from the tree that sow you. You are not of this world, but this is your world.
Kind of shrinks down a little.
I would offer to remind you, but the knowledge may not. Be pleasant.
I mean, not everything in life is always going to be pleasant, right?
He will reach out and put a hand on your shoulder, Ku, and then another hand on your other shoulder and pull you close and looks you deep into his eyes. You see the painted third eye on his forehead grow larger and larger in your vision, and it seems to blink. And in an instant, you remember everything.
Oh,
You know who you are and how you came to be here. And though you don't remember every other place that all of you is, you know that your life didn't start here. You remember everything.
that's that's a little much. Oh fuck. I think I need a minute. That is. She's going to collapse on the ground, hyperventilate from.
Um, if I could ask a question, just one more thing, slightly of a more personal nature, I think. Um, well, it's been a long time, and my family, what became of them? The Briars, that is.
Yeah, he is like
That's
kneeling
normal,
over
happens all the
Ku
time.
with a hand on her as she's just kind of panic attacking.
That happened to
Just.
me. It's fine.
He
Although
looks at you.
Yeah.
You were not there to continue your family's line. Your cousins carried the name, but they did not have your blood. The magic weakened in them. Though the house remains strong, they now cling tightly to the crown.
I suppose they probably won't be very happy to see me then.
Who is to say? The future is not for any of us.
Well, I suppose I should help you take care of this problem. I mean, is she gonna be okay?
Time will tell.
I had had something similar happen to me.
No. There is no one like her in this world. Just as there is no one like you.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
Allow me to help you with her to the door.
Please.
Right. Mentor will help pick Ku up on one side, you help on the other, and they will you will all head towards the exit. And as he helps you through, he looks. You take a moment and look back as Ku steps through, and you see the same sad smile. And then you are back. All of your feet landing down at the same time, as if taking a step onto a step of stairs that isn't there. And Lyanna looks around. What the fuck happened? You were all walking into a door.
Well, we're back from that.
But what the hell? You see like a crowd of people standing around, pointing fingers and whispering amongst themselves.
Are they pointing at you or us?
And she looks at you, Adelante, with your glowing handprint on your wrist. I'm gonna go with you guys, I think.
Well, at least we haven't caused trouble while we've been gone. That's the good news. Just out of curiosity, how long has it been?
What do you mean? It hasn't been anything. You guys were gonna go somewhere and then you didn't go. And the angel just poofed.
Uh-huh. Well, we could talk about that later. We have places to be, don't we? Matter of fact, we can talk about it while we walk. Where's she going?
Back to the boat.
Who wants up?
Lescalar's like, what the fuck? Go away. In 3 minutes.
Who's gonna disappear into the crowd for a while?
Yeah, I've got an audience to go to.
I mean, no. Midge, I feel like I'm like, what are you doing? Do you want to unmute and
I was unaware I was muted. Mage is gonna chase after Ku.
Was the audience not for today? Is that for like a...
It wasn't an you. Yeah, they don't know that you're coming. You were given a letter of introduction.
Oh, well, I feel like I'm gonna go anyway.
That's totally fair. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I feel like I will just go anyway. I feel like I don't know if you want to go with them, but I'm gonna go talk to power structure around here. So,
I'll come with you.
Liana, boat, power structure.
Where
where
the
do you
fuck
wanna
did they go? You guys aren't going to concern yourselves with two of the people just running off and not saying a word?
I've got things to do. I can't chase after them right now.
Okay. Guess I'll come with you guys?
Sounds great. Unless you would rather go and get them to maybe come with us.
To where?
To the sanctuary, Liana, and I point behind me at the big fuck off mountain in the middle of the city.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, I'll go try and find him.
Yeah, they went back towards the water gate. Maybe look at them and meet us there. I'll tell them
Sure.
that they're coming.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Mage.
We should get going.
Cool.
We should.
Mage.
Yeah, and then
Feels so great to have a direction.
just start walking.
So we gotta talk about Jacob.
Yeah, it's all a bit strange now.
Jacob's goals are to empower the gods individually, but not to reunite them.
I don't quite understand it. I just think that maybe I still think that freeing him is not a bad decision to make. But I'm not
Neither.
certain exactly.
Do you agree? Do you think it's a good idea that the gods reunite into one?
To tell you the truth, I don't know anymore. I used to think it was. Now I think maybe maybe not everybody wanting to go back is a sign of something.
Only one doesn't want to go back.
But would they still be whole without it?
Other way around.
Sorry, only one wants to go back.
Yeah.
Either way, Mentor was not at full capacity. Something was clearly taken from him, his drive, his motivation.
His power. Something is undoubtedly lesser. You could feel it, couldn't you?
Yes, it was saddening, deeply saddening. That's coming from me. I don't really get sad about much. I want them to become one, to help them. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm close with war, but I felt like I need to help them. Even if they don't think it's right for them. It is.
I understand. I just wish that things were more direct. I mean, what's more direct than talking to the gods themselves, after all? But
Yes, but he, the
that was a
one we
very
talked to,
rare occasion, it seems.
yeah.
We should say that we're doing this while we're walking.
Yeah, just walking
You guys feel free to move
in the
yourself
middle of the
around.
street.
Oh, we can just move.
I don't know which way to go. Which way would be direct? Just north. This way.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's like basically the same distance both ways around. Like, actually, no. It's definitely shorter if we go this way, right? So there's
Yeah.
a gate here, and then the gate here. With the go
Okay.
that way.
Yeah, you'd probably know that. So
They
the
revamped the
question
whole
is-
city.
The entire fucking
Is-
place was
Oh, yeah.
relocated on stilts.
So
It's
Jacob
gate-
wants to empower all the gods individually. Do you think Jacob empowering the gods
is a bad thing.
will? It might be good, but it might also prevent them from being able to become one. Especially if
Well, I mean,
many of them don't want to become one, and then they become more powerful.
we might even have to talk about it with them. I mean, we can't really know the extent of things. We don't know anything about it, really.
Like the only one who knows anything is War, and she rarely talks to me.
Is this gate like guarded? Do we have to like do something to get past it?
There would be guards there, but if you're already in the city, they're just mostly monitoring traffic. You'd be able to show your letter of introduction be by very quickly.
Okay, and then we go in. I wonder, is there anybody like kind of like stealing looks at me, like the way I'm dressed, not like because they recognize me or anything. You know what I mean?
Certainly the most in the near the Watergate where you all were addressed by a celestial. Less and less as you continue walking, but there's the odd look at both of you. Honestly, Caitlin's plate mail does not match the usual kind worn in the city. She wears symbols of war that are rarely seen here, and while you wear the robes of a priest of Ashur, they are out of fashion.
Extremely so.
That guy's wearing an Ashura costume.
Yo, he's cosplaying. Look at that lady. She's cosplaying.
Alright, as you guys are making your way to and are reaching the sanctuary, how does the search for Ku go? Ku, you're stealthy enough that you could hide based probably forever if you really wanted to.
Pretty much, but definitely hearing them kind of call out. Deep breaths. Oh yeah. And enough to steady herself will come out to Mage and Diana.
Yeah, Lana probably found Mage within the first hour of searching, and the two of them have been looking together. Sound good, Mage?
Yeah, Mage wasn't like hiding from her, so.
Okay. Ku,
Poopo Shack!
Lena.
Miss Poshak.
Poopo Shack! Where are you?
I'm right here.
Scooby
I'm good. I just needed a minute. That's a lot.
What happened?
I found out a lot. It's not good.
What's not good?
I'm not the original me. A lot of my friends are dead, and my family. I was kind of placed here. It's a lot. Whole lot of memories that I thought weren't there. It's a lot of repression. And I'm going to be okay. Find a lot of other ways than I did before.
Mage looks to Liana.
What?
Looks to Q.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I'm really okay.
Like, like, you're not, I don't know what that means.
We got stuff to do, right? We still need to get doing, right?
I mean, fucking, Atalante's going to talk to, I guess, her boss or something? We could go with that, but I don't, like... Are you good?
I'm okay. I am okay. I'm
Starts
okay.
popping by.
Sorry, choking my own fucking tongue.
You can choke on mine next. Zing. And
Yeah? Yeah?
Hey guys, Q's having an emotional moment.
Sorry.
Everything's going to be fine, like as long as we're busy, right? Everything's good.
Um. Okay.
What the hell
Ku-
happened? How did Ku get all of their What happened to you guys? You guys were gonna go through a door, and then you didn't.
I don't know exactly what happened to her. I left with Caitlin when she stormed out.
I talked to Mentor and I was just curious and he helped me remember everything. And I found out a whole lot more than I thought was true.
So Mentor did this to you? Like he attacked you?
No, I remember everything. Everything. All the time in the Underdark when I was a slave and my family's dead and taken by them. I'm not even me. Like, I'm a piece of me from somewhere else.
Does that truly matter?
It's a lot to take in. I didn't remember most of my friends dying, and I saw so many friends dying in like 30 seconds. And it's a lot to take in. And, you know, they're not from here, wherever the fuck I'm from, but they're fucking gone. So it's pretty much most of my family. It feels great. I can feel how some others feel right now and their frustration. It's just I didn't really have any knowledge of it. I don't even know why I wanted to go back. I don't even want to go back.
Well, I'm here for you.
Thank you. Steps to Mage, just a big hug.
Mage awkwardly standing there looking around. Sometimes the things we do not know are best left in a veil of ignorance.
Yeah,
Knowledge is more of a bane than it is a boon.
you see a lot of that now.
When I was first created, I did not have the intelligence beyond a mere servant. I could not understand grief. And Mage will awkwardly pat Ku on the head. And perhaps that was the greatest mistake I have decided to make.
I'm sorry.
But it is with that knowledge that I can prevent others from having to learn what I do.
Be okay. Just have a lot of thoughts to sort out. Thank you for coming after me.
Ku, there's nothing more important than making sure my friends are okay. I will fix the problem later.
No, it's not a problem. It's just, I got my answers and I just need to sort them out. Let's get a drink. Something, I don't know.
A great idea.
We're surrounded by water if you're thirsty.
I kinda want something alcoholic.
Also can't drink salt water, mage.
What?
Salt water.
That would have
But
been.
why is it
Hero.
not okay to drink?
Oh, because you'll hallucinate and it actually dehydrates you more than it hydrates you.
Did
you
you
die.
read my book? It would have been in there.
But
I
that
don't know. The advanced medical text would mention, "Hey, don't drink seawater."
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, that might be too basic.
That's true. It probably assumes that you know not to do that.
It also doesn't say don't stab yourself.
That's true.
why would they make all this water and put the means to dehydrate you in it?
Yeah, me. I don't fucking.
That seems like a very bad prank.
Leona's like, I'm not one of the gods.
It's almost like the gods suck or something.
Yeah.
she says while eating like a ration snack. Like
She's got some rice in the like some old rice from a pot in the kitchen that she's just eating from. It's just like plain white rice.
that was like the lunch on the ship that day.
Yeah, that you guys have just run back to, and they're like, "Hey, oh okay, guess you guys are here." It's been like less than an hour.
It's probably been like 20 minutes, no? Like
Yeah.
since-
Yeah, I mean not long at all.
20 minutes later, the gang arrives.
Yeah, if you guys would like to go and get a drink, you're more than able to.
Yeah,
It's
Kuzo.
none of Yeah. The best place would be somewhere in the market circle. But there are inns right outside of the gate in the outer sprawl. If you don't want to go far.
Hitting the dive.
I'm just following them at this point.
Find the closest alehouse.
Yeah, I mean there would be one like right here where Leon is. Alright. While y'all are doing that, Adelante and Kaylin, you make your way up the steps through the upper city into the sanctuary proper and begin making your way through the vast cathedral-like beings towards the inner sanctuary, which, despite seeming to have had a facelift in the time that you have been gone, is much as you remember it, Adelante. You and Kaylin find yourself standing outside of the door, a pair of doors flanked by paladins in the golden armor of Ashur. You can hear the sounds of prayer and chanting echoing from the large building.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Stay behind you and stay quiet. I'm just a bodyguard or something.
Not a bodyguard. A friend. Come on. Hello there. I'd imagine you haven't been expecting us, but I do have a letter here for you to read if you'd like.
Sure. All are, of course, welcome. If you're in the compound, you're more than welcome to join the sermon. And she'll take the scroll and look at it, and her eyes wide. Oh, for the Grand Priest, of course. Do you know the way?
I should be able to find myself. I should be able to find the directions. Don't worry.
Of course.
been
And she
here a
like
while.
she scans the page. Miss Breyer, of course.
Thank you.
She stands at attention as for you as you begin to make your way through.
The sermon is just like right here next to me, essentially.
Yeah, you step in and you can see a long room with doors on the sides It's not a very full room as it's midday, with many people on duty or not able to come at their work. You see a smattering of acolytes and priests and a few people that appear to just be uh, city dwellers, perhaps here, all of which with their heads bowed in prayer. You can see at the end of the room there is a man in the robes of the priesthood of Ashur, reading from a large tome in Celestial,
Oh,
and
jeez.
standing next to, yeah, you would recognize one of the many recorded lessons of Ashur.
Yeah. Would you mind if we listen in for a moment? It's been a long time since I've heard these words spoken by someone other than myself.
Caitlin just nods and does the thing where you like zip up your lips.
Yeah, I like go to the back of these like what are they called? The fucking benches.
Pews.
You.
And I like put my like rest my arms on the end and just like lean in and listen for a while.
You remember this story. It is the teaching of the first death. Not the first person that died, but the first person that died before their time. The first person born of paradise who died before they should have, rather than dying of old age.
Mm.
A young boy, the name of Martin Harrow. You know that his death happened uh, a few weeks or months, it's a little bit unclear, before the first days of the War of the Gods. And it's a story of how nothing is permanent, and even under the protection of a god whose magic can heal and cure disease and cause plants to grow instantly, not everyone can be protected. Not always. But it is the duty of those followers of Ashur to try.
Yeah, I feel like she just like sits there and you can see her like holding her hands like very close to her heart and like sort of like looking down, like her face is like covering her hair is covering her face a bit and she's like wiping her eyes a little. And she waits until the ending. She gives like their little like she gives their normal uh sayings and whatnot. She just like pushes herself off and shakes her head a little bit. I'd love to listen all day, but we have to get going. And yeah,
Nods.
and
You
we're
can
headed.
see she was also listening intently. She wasn't just like bored to be here.
No,
Yeah.
you would be headed up.
Up, up and
Kalen,
through
do you speak Celestial?
I don't think so.
Oh.
What? Okay, I'm trying to check my sheet and it's like log in to Roll20.
I just had that happen with a character sheet. So just
Yeah,
do the
this-
login thing, then close it
What?
and reopen it, and it should be fine.
It even asked
It'll
me to
launch to
open a new
the
game.
yeah, it'll ask you to launch the game. So if you just close it and reopen it, it should pop up the correct sheet.
This happened to me like 2 weeks ago. That's because I had 2 different browsers open. But nope.
Nada. You're catching the odd word.
I feel
but-
like I'll like explain it if when we're done. Like,
Hmm.
I feel like she would say that story. It's always one that's stuck with me. It's one of the hope, but also it's bitter. It teaches you that you can't always be there, but you can at least make the attempt. And then I'd imagine they're like done for the day, like they're like, setting up to be finished preaching or something.
If you would wait for the entire sermon, that would
Yeah,
be
I
it
would.
would
I would
be
wait.
okay. It would be a
Honestly.
couple. It would be probably a little bit more than an hour left.
Mm.
Um. And yeah, you would note when the priest sorry, words would call for everyone to bow their heads in prayer, and then at the end of that they switch back to common and ask if there's any business that needs to be reviewed by the head priest or uh, the on duty paladin. And more than a few people line up, stepping out of their seats to have some business before the clergy.
Yeah, I feel like
One by
I'll.
one, they're dealt with, sent through the doorways to other rooms to speak with others. And yeah, you join the queue and eventually make your way to the front.
Is this the same paladin we saw entering the city?
It is not. It is a paladin of the same rank.
Okay.
Um,
And how may we assist?
good afternoon. Can I say afternoon? Is it morning still?
It is
Well-
after the noon, despite the closeness of the evening.
Fuck you.
We're not.
I'm allowed to do callback jokes, I think.
It is
Good af-
9 in the afternoon.
Oh God.
Good afternoon, brother priest. I am here with a letter to see the Grand Maester. And I hand him the letter, I guess, to the priest at least.
He'll examine it and nod. Through these doors, and then through the gateway to the north in the next room. And gesture towards the open door here.
Yeah, and I feel like he like hands me the letter, and I like put my hand, like I'll grab it from him, but like put my hand on top of his, and just like look at him and just be like, thank you. May you find salvation on the mountaintop of our God.
May Ashura's light guide you.
And it's in here, yeah?
And then to the north from that room, yeah.
I closed the door on you on accident. I forgot I can do that. I just go through and I slam the door shut behind me. Get the fuck out of here. No.
All right, you begin to move through. You see a very familiar archway that leads to a grand room. And you can see huge dioceses, 3 of them in this room, through archways flanked by heavily armored paladins. And in this room, if you keep moving in, you can see 3 figures seated in stone chairs at the foot of the stairs of each of these daises. Just for the purposes, I'm going to bring everybody to this map and turn off dynamic lighting just so people can see.
Yeah, where was my office back in the day?
Not in the main building.
Damn.
Back at your house.
Yeah, the ceilings soar 40, 50, 60 feet. It's hard to say. These daises rise 15 feet off the ground with massive stone seats that seem to have had these statues placed upon them. You can see 2 of great warriors in heavy armor that resembles the plate armor of the paladins that you've seen, both holding huge weapons seated in their chairs. And a statue carved out of brown stone holding a golden orb, seeming to be standing 1 foot planted on a mountaintop. It's the face of Ashur, your god. As you step forward, the figure in the central seat raises a hand, bidding you to stop. You see this figure in all white, with golden edging on his clothes. Long, ornamentally decorated beard coming down low in his chest, spilling into his lap. What, what have you brought before us today?
Well, Grand Maester, I
Please, Mike.
well, Mike, is he a liar? Anyway, I had to make that joke. I've brought with me, well, disturbing news. I assume you're all aware of. And I look around the room, like, it's a bit. The information is a bit sensitive. Am I safe to speak it out loud here?
This is our most sacred place. If you wear those robes, you should know that. Who are you to wear my grandparents' clothing? And come
My
here.
name. And she like clenches her fists together, like, and she like relaxes her arms. My name is Seer Adelante Briar. I've come here after a long time. Home, back to Sanctuary, to bring you all, like I said, disturbing news.
You see one of the golden robed figures stand up and stamp his staff on the ground. A lie in this place. The seers are gone. Not one for 100 years.
And yet you see one before you now, sir.
Brother, sit down. And you see the person opposite, wave a hand, and he subsides back into the chair. The Briars are at a farther remove from us, the clergy. What use could they have sending a daughter here?
Not a daughter. A descendant. I'm not of this time. My clothes are my own. They're no one else's. Your brother is right. It has been 100 years because that's how long I've been away. But this used to be my home that long ago, and I am a seer of our God. Shown me visions more than I could ever imagine, and my gratitude knows no bounds. But the means of my still being alive isn't what should concern you. It's what I've brought you that should be your main focus.
And what is it that you have brought? Seer.
Our home, the split, has. We've encountered a pest, a disease that's come to our home. A vampire, vile and horrid as they come. We're here to remove him. But beyond that, and I look at Galen, Beyond that, there is another circumstance that I would bid the Grand Maester to allow me to speak with him about in private.
The words of the seers were once for all to hear. What has changed?
I would not speak them openly for everyone. We should not know what could happen if I did.
Very well. Leave us. And she'll gesture to the paladins, who will salute and in unison file out. Now you may speak without fear.
Put it plainly, you're all familiar with the first man forged by the gods, correct?
Tales of the Evening Star persist, even as do tales of the Twins' Flame.
Well, it would seem that not only were those tales true, but he's being held somewhere here, somewhere on the continent. And this vampire seeks to keep him imprisoned, and we mean to free him. Something is coming, something that will change the world forever, the gods themselves forever.
Then how can you be sure that it is not your own actions causing this change? He looks to the Grand Priest. What dark forces could preserve a seer, only to bring her back with ill news in a time of peace? Sigrun, please.
It seems your brother doesn't believe me. And I turn to him specifically and walk into the middle of the room. If you would sit on your throne and wait idly by while the people you're sworn to protect die around you because you can't believe that our God would preserve my life to come here now and save all of us, then
Where is this death? We have received no reports, only of a strange ship entering the city.
it's yet to come, but I've seen it. It's been prophesized, and I mean to stop it before all of you die. Don't you understand that? How could you be so blind? Are you so concerned with your own power that you refuse to even hear me out for a moment? You refuse to even think that this could be something real.
We are here to listen to you, Seer. But my brother's question does ring true. There is no death. This threat you speak of does not seem to have reached here.
Not yet. But I'm here to prevent more. Haven't you heard news from the other continents?
Nothing of note. Beyond continued wars, squabbling, mages and artificers.
Mages and artificers. A rift. This vampire is a scourge on us all. Should we just sit idly by and let it be? Should we let the world tear itself apart? Because we haven't seen anything yet.
ask again, how could you know that it is not your actions that will bring this down on us?
I I can't, but I know that I've seen enough amulets meant to keep Evening Star at bay. We're meant to free him so that he could guide us to salvation.
And what aid would you ask of us, Seer? You once led a group of our finest. I see none of them here with you. Now you walk side by side with war. You can see how this would muddy your point. What would you ask of us?
Help finding this vampire, slaying him. And as for my friends, all of them, dead, turned into abominations. The same as I was, almost, before the paladin you see here and others freed me, saved my life.
Why should... And the Grand Priest holds up a hand and Sigrun stops. Help against the vampires. What we would offer to any priest of ours. You are who you seem to be. That much is clear. How clear your vision is will be determined later. We will alert our... and he like bows over, racked with a coughing fit. And you see the sister rush over and place a hand that glows golden on his shoulder, and he sits up. Thank you, my dear.
Please, allow me. I can help.
No, nothing to do but stave it off. I'm afraid.
No,
I'm
no,
quite
no.
all right.
I insist. Please,
We
just let me have
must
them.
alert the churches, the temples to be on the lookout. At first news of this creature, we will dispatch our finest. Sigrun, see to the paladins. Roxana, you must go to the priests and tell them. I must rest. Please forgive me. And he like starts to stand up from his chair. We will speak when we know more. Please, find accommodations amongst the clergy. You are welcome here. The Grand Priest is not well. Please follow me.
Okay, but I do mean what I say. I can help him. If you'd only allow me a moment to check him, I could maybe see something.
She smiles. We know what it is. There's nothing any of us can do. His flesh is against him.
Very well. Well, take me where we need to go. But I do have another question.
Yeah, she will begin leading you out with Sigrun following.
My friends and I, we would have had a burial. Is there records of where we would have been laid to rest?
I'm sure we could find something. No remains were ever recovered. You were all lost.
Yeah. I I would like to I'd like to see them again, even if it's just stone and writing.
Yeah, as she leads you out of the main inner sanctuary, she'll take you to a very square and squat building, clearly a mausoleum, and she will walk past many closed caskets of stone to a tablet. It has many names on it, more than 100, but you can see maybe 40 lines up from the bottom your own name. And as you look around, you can see the names of your compatriots. This is to honor them.
Of course. And she like is very visibly like, tearing up, just like there, staring at it. Um, does it tell me exactly which spots they're in?
What do you mean?
Like, are they so where they're like put? Are there like specific like spots where each of their bodies would have been, or did they just not?
No. No, I mean they don't have any remains, so
Yeah.
this is essentially a place for the names of all of those who are lost and unrecoverable. Their names are written here.
Uh, all right. Then I feel like I just like take out from my bag the bangles and just like lay them on the ground in front of it.
Yeah, there's a small altar. You could see flowers and other offerings, some old and dusty, some fresher, the flowers still blooming.
They would have, they would have liked to come home. So I'll leave them here.
Take as much time as you need. I must go and see that the messages are sent. And she'll give a very
course.
shallow bow and begin to make her way out of the mausoleum, leaving you and Kaelin there.
You know, Caitlin, it's a custom here to bury people. They, although not in this case, not when there isn't anything to bury. I guess it's just, I can't believe it. To be standing here is just something. It's so different. There's my name right there, but here I am. I'm alive and well.
Wonder if they did something so glorious for me.
What, the daughter of a nobleman, of course. Although, that's probably a bit backfired by now, huh?
Hopefully not. We've both lost a lot of comrades. So let's make sure we get this done properly.
Yeah, and she'll just lay like the last bangles and like basically put them in a circle, and in the middle is hers. I just hope I can give them something so that it was all worth it. just an empty death and an empty promise. And then she'll turn around and just look out the door and just, we should go.
Caitlin gestures like, you first, go ahead.
Yeah, and she'll just like walk out.
All right, you guys make your way back out into the city. The sounds of the hustle and bustle can be heard once again.
Well, we've got 3 people fined, and odds are they're doing something dumb.
I bet my only gold piece that they're annoying Captain Escobar.
Yeah, you want to go back to the dock and check?
I mean, who's hard to find, but we have nowhere to check.
I'm pretty sure we could find Leona. It won't be hard to find a bard around here, I'd imagine.
And as the two of you step out of the sanctuary and begin walking back into the city, we'll zoom out. And as we get to the city view, we'll zoom back in again on the sign of a bar, also known as the Jaded Bar, inside of which we find Ku, Mage, and Lyanna, several drinks in. What have you all been up to?
Processing everything that's happened. Or hasn't happened? Has happened? Memory?
Remember?
Sorting that out as best as I can.
I don't think these are real jades.
I mean, it's green.
Well, so is grass, but grass isn't jade.
I mean, if it's the right, like, I mean, it could be jaded in color.
That's just misleading. This is as misleading as salt water.
Saltwater is not misleading. It'll lead you right to, you know, what's it called when you shit yourself and die?
Dysentery?
Yeah, there you go. I was on the trail once, this covered wagon. I had that like 3 times.
Oh god.
I'm surprised you didn't die.
Oh, I got better. Magic helps.
Imagine not having that.
Magic helps a lot of situations, but so does it heal.
So, like, you guys went through and talked to the god of, like, knowledge? Right? Is that, like, what you said?
Something like that, yes.
Pretty much.
That's cool. That's, like, the ultimate, like, book to read from.
Yeah, there was a lot there. It was cool.
It was pretty mid.
Really? I expected you, of all people, to really like him. Was he a dick?
He was rather kind, no.
Oh. Just like only spoke in riddles, wouldn't give you a clear answer, sort of guy.
Spoke rather plainly.
Yeah. There's a lot of clashing subject matter.
That could be our group autobiography.
That would work.
mean, I guess it makes sense that you didn't get, you know, broke by whatever knowledge you learned from God of Knowledge. Big smarty pants. She'll elbow you, mage.
I gained nothing from them.
That's true.
Would you like leave?
Yes.
Kind of huff.
Why?
He offered nothing of worth.
God's power isn't of worth?
Well, it's not so much that. At least from what seemed like to me, anyway.
I don't get it. You guys are all about the gods, and then you get one, and you're like, meh.
I'm not about the gods. I
I guess we're not.
I've been all about everyone I've been with. All of you.
I do not mean to offer disrespect, Liana. The only ones worried for the gods are the ones who did not follow Ku.
That's kind of true.
I'll drink to that.
He offered me potential knowledge,
It's good.
but no, I feel as though that would take away any meaning of finding knowledge if I could just have it handed to me.
How's it different from like picking up a book? You had it handed to you.
Finding the book is of my own agency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Whatever. I mean, hey, you do you. Your journey to luck, as long as I get paid.
You're getting paid.
I am.
Yeah, she's been getting paid the whole time.
Not a day rate, but I get a flat percentage.
Mhm.
I think I'm the only one with any money left, actually, at this point.
I open up my bare coin purse and pour absolutely nothing onto the table.
Oh, buddy.
You guys are getting paid.
I mean, you did just buy all that shit from Venya, but
That was not buying. That was an exchange of equivalent mines. There is a difference.
That's true.
yeah, I read this book about equivalent exchange one time. Real sad.
Give yourself damage for that one.
Oh, that was the alchemy of full metal, right?
Motherfucker.
The full metallurgy alchemist or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Good
stupid.
story.
I hate you. I hate
It's-
you both.
It's completely fiction. That's not how true alchemy works.
Well, that's just a story.
And then Mage is going to hyper focus over explain alchemy to the two of them.
I love it.
Hold on, I need Burden 3 more, actually 4 more, please.
And a bottle of hard stuff.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you
Give me
guys
the hard
have,
stuff, huh?
yeah, you get whatever you want. Yeah, you guys have probably like 3 hours to kill. So I'm curious what you guys do in that time beyond the casual conversation and the explaining of transmuting elements.
Well, listen to the transmutation of elements. Quite riveted. Like, that's pretty interesting to listen to. But also challenge Diana a little bit to some drinking.
Diana's very good at drinking. She's not very good at not getting drunk.
Hell yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah, she will match you drink for drink as far as you want to go, but she gets sloppy by the end of it.
Same.
That'll make it easier to find them if they're being loud.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild to know, like, what is it, like 4 lifetimes plus of other me? Who knows how many others there are?
I don't get one thing. How the fuck didn't you know this? Lana says to Mage. Didn't you do like a whole thingy? And she wiggles her fingers. I get him to annoy, but how didn't you figure it out? I mean, he's gotta be like old, right? She.
Original me.
Are you asking if I'm old?
No, you did the magic exam on Kulina, right? Like
I
every
did
morning.
I did a physical.
Oh. But she lived like 4 times. Like that doesn't show up in the physical.
No?
I guess I don't really get how that thing works.
Maybe
Should I
it's-
give you a physical?
No, I'm really good. It sounded
Ooh,
super
no.
painful.
No,
one
that
a
was
lot of fun,
that
though.
was that was power with pain. It was a totally different instance.
Oh, that wasn't part. I thought it was like a daily doctor checkup sort of situation.
No, I was understanding the magic. I was honing the craft of the spell.
Uh,
Definitely a lot of fun to test it out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is why I stopped casting them. I believe who has adopted some sort of Stockholm syndrome to the pain. It has
What?
afflicted her
Really?
mind. Yeah, it's rather peculiar. I think it may have always been there, based on the backstory I was given of her past mistress. I perhaps awakened a memory that had been locked away, but more on a physical level than the processing mental level.
Oh, you sure did.
Ku, I would really appreciate silence from the peanut gallery.
wait, I thought we were the peanut gallery, cause Ku's
Ew.
the performing one, and
That's
we're
right.
like talking about it.
So gross.
Are there peanuts? She starts looking around at the other table. Why do the other tables have
Right over
peanuts?
there.
We don't have any peanuts.
Hold on, I made Chan just bowl of peanuts.
Oh, you're so good.
That's just theft.
Wait, no, they're for
They're
everybody.
free.
It's fine. Shoveling
No.
peanuts in her mouth.
No, they were on those tables specifically for those tables.
I don't think that's how it works, Mr.
No.
Saltwater.
Salt water. Foul.
It's a low blow. Mage, are you drinking along with the other 2 of them?
Absolutely not.
Yep, that's what I thought. So, as they are getting drunker and drunker, time passes faster for them, but you have, like, most of 2 hours to do stuff with. Not that you know that, but, like, would Mage just sit at the table and watch them drink? Like, I'm trying to get some, I don't know.
It may just here for the moral support.
Okay.
They are a very much a pro at being able to sit and undergo hours of other people talking.
It's a requirement, especially to be a studying scholar.
Especially to be traveling with this party.
I mean, never mind. Okay, I mean, if that's all that you guys are doing, Kaylin and Adelante, how are you going about searching the city?
Have you seen 2 tall guys and a midget?
Essentially. Have you seen like a bard, a mage, and a halfling woman?
No.
No.
A gnome, actually, smaller than that. A fucking gnome woman. Probably also check with the ship because Kaylin's first guess was they went there to bother Captain Lascalor. So probably feel like you guys know where they went.
Yeah, they were here actually. They came back. I guess they forgot something. who's real upset about it. They said they were going for a drink.
We should probably be over here. I mean, have you guys been here before? Like, do you know where the bars are at? I wasn't really like,
Nope, never.
got it. Well, thanks.
I mean, hey, no problem.
Just like, I don't know. Can I like look around? Are there like signs?
Yeah, I mean there are like signs outside of the buildings as you're walking around. You could see, I would say, 2 inns and a bar within walking distance, like a few minutes of the ship.
Yeah, can I just like go and like peek in the doorway to like see if I see them? Like go
Okay.
inside and like have a look inside.
Roll me a d3.
Use your seer magic.
It's... Oh, 1.
Okay, you make your way over to something called the Jade Bar, and you poke your head in, and you're looking around. You don't see anything, and then you watch a silvery head pop up as they hop back up onto a chair, and you recognize Ku.
And yep, I was
Wow, you really are a seer.
told you. And you people didn't believe me. And it's like swing the doors open, walk inside. Hey there. You're all having fun. It would seem, at least.
Washing down some emotions. Have a
Uh,
drink.
Don't I fucking get it? And I
I
go to the
finally
bar.
understand you a lot more, you know.
I go up to Ku and I'm like, do you want anything? I'll get you something else.
I think both you and I need a really heavy drink.
Yeah.
I fully, get the picture. And you're a lot more stoic than you should be sometimes. You ever need a cry? I'm here for you.
You know, that sounds pretty good right now, actually. I think I need a few drinks in me before I start crying, though.
Come here, first. Come here. He just goes to give you a hug as she stands up on the bar stool.
All right. And I like hug her, and then I'm just like, "You're small, so I guess you're small enough for me to just pick you up, right?"
Pretty much.
I feel like I just pick you up and I walk over to the bar.
There they are. Yana, Mage.
About fucking time.
I guess I'll have something really strong and whatever she wants, she can get.
Strong is they got really a good strong whiskey as well.
Yeah, that.
I go to say something to Liana, but she's destroyed, so I'll just sit
What's up?
down and look at Mage.
I look
big
at
girl.
Caitlin.
What happened to Ku while we were gone?
She remembered her past, and it is apparently not as sweet as her personality.
You tell me about all the drow stuff.
She spoke of a lot more.
I'll be right back. I'll go up to the bar with those two.
Yay!
Pull out my coin purse. Need to pull out 1 gold, put it on the bench.
Joining us for drinks, Kevin?
Pat him on the back. No, I'm good. Just... You look like you need a drink.
I need 7 more.
I don't think I can afford 7 more.
That's fair. I'll find a way.
I have 1 coin left.
Oh my god, you are so fucking broke.
Oh my
Holy.
It's platinum though. Ooh, rich.
My money, you said my money still spends like normally, yeah? Nate?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Can I just give Kaylin some money?
You can do whatever you
So
want.
broke, I want to give you money. I'm not exactly sure how this money spends. I mean, Vega said that it should spend fine. The other shopkeeper that I asked before said it should spend fine. Do you like need some money? Like,
No.
I have a decent amount. I can just give it to you. Like, it's not. You need money. It's not good for you to not have anything.
Look, as long as we're not staying in fancy hotels, I can afford to get around.
I could get us more money. I'm really good at it.
I'm just gonna be like, just give me your coin first. Just give it here. Just
That's my 1 platinum coin.
just give it here. Just give it here. I'm gonna give you at least a little bit more. I'm gonna give you some more money. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So you can have like 300 gold. It's not a lot, but it's more than what you have.
It's 30 times what I had.
Yeah, I'm just like, put it in there. I'm like, you have that.
Good times.
You know, we used to find money.
And then all the god stuff happened.
Crazy how quickly being rich can turn into being, well, not.
I had lots of money. But then
You
I
still
split
do?
up the diamonds. Made sure I had those ready.
You had diamonds. Did you try using one to bring back your friend?
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't do the job?
Yeah.
That's strange.
She was
Turned into
dust.
Something about that still worries me, though.
Why does it worry you?
I don't remember what I saw, what I told
Yeah,
you
you-
about.
I look up at Atlanta. You already forget the part where you saw her as an evil lich. Damn, I really didn't want to drink today, but okay. I pull out some of the money he gave me and give myself a drink.
Yeah, I think we all need it. It's been a long time on sea as well, so we deserve at least a little bit.
Drinking party.
The smallest bit of recreation isn't gonna hurt us.
Everyone needs a break.
Alright. And I'm gonna, I guess, walk back, still carrying Koo back to the table.
Holding up the other bottles. Away. Be my strength.
And I'll sit here next to Leona.
I'm back. I found our friends.
Walk down in the seat next to her. Leona, maid,
Yeah. Nah.
you okay there?
So where did you go?
To talk to the Grand Maester.
Cool.
And to see my friends, or at least their resting place.
Some old fuckers.
Yes, they are. My dead friends are indeed old dead friends. I just like take a really long swig from my drink. Like,
Oh, cheers! She'll take a very large shot.
If they're dead, are they really your friends anymore?
and I'm still drinking, and I do like the side eye to Mage, and then I just upend the cup and just drink the rest of it.
Oh, that's rough. But I mean, like,
I feel like could I have just bought the bottle and brung it over here too?
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, I would have just done
5 gold.
that. 5 gold, yeah. So I would have just bought the bottle and so I'm just drinking straight from the bottle at this point. And I just like upend it as soon as Mage says that.
I wonder if they were like mad when they got to the afterlife, or like things are cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we're taking this as an invitation to talk about my dead friends, but can we not?
I'm sorry. I know
Thank you.
that hurts. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, alcohol and talking about dead friends isn't a good combo.
But
And
alcohol
Caitlin
without
leans on the
me.
table, and you see she does not have a drink with her.
Oh. You don't want to drink, Caleb?
Shakes her head.
Oh.
It all
I feel
tastes
like
gross anyway.
I feel like I just put the bottle on the table, like kinda like in arm's reach of Kaylin, but not exactly like take it. You know what I mean?
Instead, you feed me.
Very easily grabbable.
I'm gonna open up the thematic compass while they're drinking.
Ooh.
Poggers.
Kind of see where it's pointing right now.
Where are you?
It just turns.
It points to Koo.
It turns to your left.
What
Oh my
up,
god!
bitch?
Did Nate step away?
It points
Oh.
at you. No, I was just waiting for you guys all to stop to say what you were gonna say. It's much more east than south, but it is still slightly southeast.
We're on the right track.
Is there a bard in the tavern?
Not performing currently. It's the middle of the day.
She's also kind of drunk.
Why?
Mage about to break it down.
Mage is gonna close the compass. Tuck it away. Look at everybody drinking. Some sad, some just belligerently drunk.
Caitlin's just chilling.
Who's belligerent?
This girl.
She says that, and I'm just Atalante's just like nobody even said anything.
Caitlin, are you going to drink?
Shakes head. No. I'm not a huge drinker.
I find that very hard to believe, but I will take your word for it.
I drank once while I was on the boat because Adelante told me my recently deceased friend is now an evil lich.
You also drank at Hot Rods and Hot Rods.
Did she?
Did she?
She had alcohol in her hand. Yeah, she did because she got the I think it was like the giant drink or the giant
The
or
very expensive.
the very expensive
that
drink.
was-
Mage had a
okay.
shot and
That
threw
was
up all over
when-
themselves.
That was when Petra was still alive.
Yes, it was.
Yes. She has only drank with Petra. from what you remember, other than the part where
Mage never
Atlantis
made that
got
connection.
as evil.
Mage never made that connection because I never made that connection. Then, if you don't mind, Caitlin, can we switch places real quick? And I'll scoot up next to Caitlin. Do you mind if we discuss the whole vampire situation?
Yes. There are new... What's the word?
Information?
Yeah, there's new points to go on.
The compass is pointing east currently.
It was southeast the other day, so makes sense.
Did you figure anything out in your meeting?
They basically told us they weren't going to get in our way, and they will let us know if they see anything. Other than that, they didn't really seem very helpful. Maybe give them a day and they might give us some transportation.
Do we have a day to spare?
Well, Alante isn't completely drunk yet. Maybe she can ask to borrow a cart.
Mage looks over to Adelante.
Yeah, not quite super drunk. Still like basically just nursing it, just like taking sips of it every now and then. Between like very depressed looks down at her like hands.
Does alcohol truly help one's sorrow?
Yes.
Is that a question for me?
That's a question for Caitlin. Mage whips their head back to Caitlin being the one not drinking.
It helps your emotions come out from the little hole that you stuff them in. It can be helpful or quite unhelpful, depending on how many emotions are freed.
Have you ever thought about just talking about your feelings?
Well, it's very rare to find someone who actually cares about others' feelings.
Caitlin, I've cared about all of your feelings.
You do enjoy listening.
Perhaps we should rent a wagon, and then they can recover from their alcoholism in the back of the wagon, and we can get an early start. The thought just came to me. I apologize.
I mean, I suddenly have lots of gold.
Oh, wait, is that how you get a wagon?
Well, unless they give us one, we have to rent it with money. So...
Mage knows the word rent, does not correlate rent with money.
It's because Mage has never paid for lodging.
Mage has never paid for anything flat.
That's not true. Mage has offered his entire wallet, their entire wallet, several times to different shopkeepers.
Very true.
Most notably for books.
So you don't have to go on like a series of retrieving materials for, to obtain the wagon. You just use money.
Well, you have to retrieve money.
It's about agency.
I don't retrieve anything. I get what I want most of the time.
It's about making a statement.
It's about drive.
It's about time.
It's about power. Anyway,
I'm fucking hungry.
We drinking
If we-
power.
if we don't want to wait for the city to give us handouts, I can go try to set up some horses and a wagon, cart, carriage.
Yeah.
Would you rather watch everyone and then I can go rent?
Hmm.
Oh, let him. Caleb, let him go.
That
Caleb, let him go by
sounds-
himself.
That
Caleb,
sounds
it'll be so
terrible.
funny.
No, no.
Caleb, she's like pawing at your shoulder.
If I-
Caleb.
If I can interject, that sounds like the worst idea ever.
It's the best idea.
No,
best
Atalanta, I believe the worst idea ever was I was constructing a delayed blast fireball while on the ship, and I thought to myself, the only way to test this would to be detonation, but we were on a vessel of wood, so the worst idea ever actually did not occur.
Worst idea ever was when fucking Tucker tried to kill Ziv's dad. You know?
What?
Who?
I-
Where's
Wow.
You know what? You are completely right, Liana.
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
I'm gonna.
She'll drink again.
That sounds really deep. I gotta get in on that.
All right. Well, anyway,
I'll start at a place called West.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I can watch these two if you guys want to go get the clock. I'm not really that drunk.
Yet! She slides a shot glass over to you.
I stop it with the back of my hand and I don't drink it. I'm like, don't worry.
Come on, you know you wanna.
Caitlin, if you wish to participate in a moment of peace, then I will go in your stead.
No, I'd rather go for a walk. Do you like horses? I can pick out a good one.
God, I hope it's not Daisy.
Can't walk behind her. Are you inviting me to go with you?
Oh, yeah, we can both go and look for a carriage.
I just never thought you would invite me. I just kind of heard you call me an idiot a bunch of times, whispering to others.
I still think you're making that up.
I heard your words. What do you mean I'm making it up? They left your lips. Am I making it up? Have I made this up? Perhaps I should stop diving into the arcane so much it is altering my memory.
You also think I'm some sort of drunkard on a daily basis.
I have seen you drink.
Like 2 times in like a month. Let's go look at some horses.
Okay.
Let's go look at some horses.
All right, the pair of you are gonna make your way out of the tavern then,
Yeah.
or the bar, I should say.
Well, I'll ask a bar person, yo, where can I get some horses and a carriage?
Yo, where can I get some horses?
Best place would be outside the East Gate. If you're trying to stay out of the city, Market Circle has everything. If you're not opposed to getting in there.
What do you mean by opposed to getting in there?
Some people don't like going in the city.
Why?
Their own business.
But is the business not within the city?
Sometimes.
Then how do they maintain their own business if they are not entering the city for business?
I mean, I'm outside of the city and I got my own business. Gestures around.
Alright. Let me rephrase. Where's the best place I can buy a horse and a carriage? I don't care where.
Head up the road. Just outside the East Gate, there's a stable.
Thank you.
that conversation. So
And then I'll pull out Guinevere's watch just to remind everybody I have it.
No.
At the time.
Who is Guinevere?
All right, you two head out. If you look up here, you will see the Northwind Stables. She is giving you directions to. You can more than easily make your way there as dusk begins to fall on the city. You can see many different street lights are lit with fire and torch. You also once again marvel at the size of the wall outside of this city. It is quite impressive. You make your way to Northwind Stables. There are a pair of young men standing outside. Seem to be stacking bales of hay or perhaps barley.
Barley.
I hate you.
We demand your finest horses.
Barley.
Barley.
Or money, of course.
Sure.
Or a series of fetch quests.
How many horses?
All of them.
No, we don't need all of them. We need enough to pull a carriage that can hold like 5 or 6 people.
And carriages are heavy, so all of them.
They probably have like 30 horses or something.
Well, that means we can go very fast.
I think there's like a cap on like return on investment. Like I think like 6 horsepower is like the highest you can really go.
We could get you a wagon or a carriage. Both of those would hold 6 people pretty easily. Carriage is gonna be a little bit more comfortable though.
I have
We will
300
take-
gold.
We will
Okay.
take the carriage.
The carriage is gonna take a third of that. And if you're gonna need at least 2 horses.
I'm gonna need more money by the time you come back.
At least 2.
We have riding horses, draft horses, and we do actually have a single horse used to belong to a knight who passed away. We picked them up after their death. So they're trained. They're a trained war horse.
Oh, Caitlin, let's get the war horse, Caitlin.
I sort of want the war horse, but I have a history around horses.
Is that why you summoned a weird griffin?
Yeah, because if it dies, I can just resummon. Me and real horses don't get along too well. Real horses don't like charging into battle very much. Spears and such.
We will take the war horse.
All right, that's gonna be 400 gold for the war horse.
Total? Oh.
So with 1 war horse and 1 carriage, that's 500 gold. That's a real good sale. If you get, thank you guys for bringing your business.
Sorry, there's no way that horse is 400 on its own, right?
Years of training and dedication. They're a real good animal. They're the strongest we have as well.
If we perform a series of fetch quests.
Have you been recently attacked by a griffin?
No.
I have some griffin insurance I wish to sell you.
Have you been recently attacked by a griffin?
I don't
Would
know.
you like to be?
You see what appears to be the older brother like whispers to the younger one, who looks at the two of you and turns and runs off up a flight of stairs and into what appears to be the living quarters above the stables.
Look, I have 310 gold total.
Oh,
And 5 silver.
I have.
could offer you a pair of riding horses.
I have, and I'll pull out Guinevere's watch. This watch!
Ooh. I can't take trades, but my pa's gonna be down here in just a little bit. If you want to talk to him. About trading and such. It's a pretty watch, mister.
It belonged to Guinevere.
Who's that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Huh?
Exactly.
The one thing you could have asked Mentor.
Oh, fuck!
Could have asked anything. Chose to make a stand about
Yeah,
agency.
You gotta get Adelante to touch it.
Adelante dies.
I
She
died?
accesses knowledge unreachable by the mortal mind. Straight up just dies. You
I'll
revive
just
her, she
turn-
no longer
I'll
has
just
her
turn to
abilities as a
mage.
seer.
I don't think we can afford the warhorse. Unless you have a couple hundred gold of your own.
I believe I do.
Well, if I give 300, and you give, what, 200?
Yes,
I can't remember what they'd said.
Yes, 3 and 2 is 5.
Oh, but then we need, like, another normal horse to pull the cart. Also, with the warhorse. I don't want a warhorse to pull a cart, that's sort of mean. It's like asking a veteran to pull a cart.
The child nods sagely as if they understand.
He gets me.
Mm-hmm. You hear some bustling, and from down the stairs comes an older man wearing what looks like a horse leather apron, wiping his hands on a rag. Welcome to Northwind Stables. My boys tell me you're here to purchase Bessie.
Its name is Bessie.
Yes, ma'am. Proud servant to the church.
Over sure?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want this horse, mage?
Would you get a griffin?
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're paying for it anyway, so. Here's 300 gold.
This is. Where's this gold from? I don't recognize the face.
Ah, shit. It's old. Like 100 years old. It's probably worth more. You know.
Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm good at that.
Alright, yeah. Alright, 300. That gets you your carriage. And he snaps his fingers, and the two boys run towards what looks to be a large barn and start sliding one of the doors open. We'll get you Bessie. That's only 200 out of the 400 you'll need for her. If you're gonna need a carriage, you're gonna need a draft horse. I'll throw in bitch bridles, tack, and some feed for about a week. But you're gonna need one more horse. If you want something that's gonna keep up with Bessie, I suggest a riding horse.
This is the part where you give him your 200 gold.
Oh, yes.
275.
Well, I have a priceless item, and Mage will open up their pouch
Oh my god.
and pull out a textbook. Knowledge, I have been told, is priceless. And from my understanding of monetary value, priceless far outweighs any individual number, as infinity is ever growing.
What's the book about?
And Major will flip it around. It is the appears to be the Galarian Militia Guide.
Uh-huh. Maybe we have a different definition of priceless, but some book about some people that I don't have any need to know don't really do much for me. I'd much prefer the gold.
Well, I believe that's just short-sighted.
Oh, yeah, I should be wearing glasses, but
Do you need glasses?
yeah.
Let me see what I have.
Yeah, if only I
Brother,
had
brother.
someone to go on a journey for me to the optometrist.
I like this old man. I like this old man.
They are bringing out your carriage, which is paid for, and starting to pile some gear on the ground next to it.
Caitlin, I really thought that would work. I would have given you the wagon horses for a very priceless textbook, if it's in consultation.
I don't know if the Galarian Military Guidelines 7th edition is very priceless.
There is one book, Caitlin, but it would pain me very much to part with it.
Oh no.
If you really wish for us to obtain these, I will offer it.
We can come back tomorrow and Adelante can
I
give us
pull
more
out-
money.
I pull out the nautical love book.
No.
But you didn't finish that yet.
I
You'll
know,
never know the end.
I know, but it's worth the sacrifice, Caitlin. And I looked at the horse broker.
Horse broker?
Horse broker. I need your finest horse.
I require your strongest horse.
Seller.
This book, words cannot simply describe the knowledge I have gained from this book. And unfortunately, I'm only halfway through it. But it
Oh.
has taught me everything I know on social relations.
Hold on, wait, and he reaches under the counter and he pulls out what appears to be the 4th book
Oh,
in the series. You're offering him the 3rd. Oh, I love that. I love those books.
There's another one.
Oh, it's a whole series.
What?
He'll proffer you the book, which is I know I gave you a title for the book of like it was like Love on the High Seas or something. Do you have any memory of what it was?
I just wrote nautical love.
Nautical Love. Okay, this one is Nautical Love rope work. Rope work.
oh.
It's
Real-
all
real
beginning to make
steamy.
sense. It's all beginning to make sense. That's why they started so far off on the island. I thought simply that was where the story began, but there's so much more to understand. There's so much more to discover.
Oh yeah, you gotta really read when Ishmael comes on the boat for the first time.
Does what on the thing?
When he comes on the boat, when
He
he
winks at you.
for the first time, he's done it several times now. It's just so uneventful now.
Look, all right. As intriguing as our shared love of literature is, I do have to be closing up for the day. It's near dusk.
It's afternoon.
Should I be keeping Bessie aside, or are you gonna be taking another pair of horses gave me more than enough gold for a pair of riding horses, and I'd owe you some money back.
No. The mage wants to keep the cool warhorse. We can
Alright.
come back in the morning with more money.
Oh, all right. I guess we'll hold on to your cart then, till you do.
Please, yes, please do.
And should I pick out a riding horse or a draft horse for you?
Whatever's better at pulling a carriage.
If you want to match with the war horse, I'd recommend a riding horse. Miles is a good soul.
I prefer kilometers. Okay, bye.
Wow. This is the worst timeline. Okay. He'll whistle and have the boys start pulling the cart and all of the things that they brought out back into the barn. They both groan and start reloading the stuff.
Do you think
You-
we can manage to get him to throw in the fourth book too?
You can probably... I mean, you want to look for a library in the morning? You could probably just buy the rest.
This city has
No.
libraries.
Maybe. It looks really smart from the outside.
Yes, but I always took the super religious cities to like not be open-minded on books.
Okay, when we come back in the morning, or I turn around and look at the stable, you could ask him where he got it.
This is my quest.
I wonder how many books there are.
14.
Whoever wrote it is purely genius.
Stephanie Meyer.
Oh
No!
no!
No! Absolutely not. It's
Halloween.
Stephine Major, please.
Stephanie Miniatures.
I prefer
Alright.
Muhammad.
Oh, we're back, and it's only 11:59 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This bit is the worst. I would just like to say.
Okay, is Adelante still conscious?
Yes. I feel like I've had a few more drinks, but I'm not like Leona over here. Like she's like plastered. I'm like I'm a little bit wobbly, but it's not that bad. You know what I mean?
I'll lean on the table next to her, reach into my pocket and pull out my coin purse and put it in front of her.
Yeah. Did you fucking spend all of it?
She just smiles at you.
Oh.
I'm gonna need more.
I don't have that much money. Look at how much do you need?
Like 75.
Is that gonna be all your money if I give you the 75?
No, I'll still have my original platinum piece that I've had this whole time.
So what you're telling me is yes, it's gonna be all your money.
No, I still have a platinum. Look, I lived like 3 years on a few gold.
Yeah, but you don't need to now. What? Okay, what are you trying to buy?
Horse.
A horse.
Horse.
A single horse?
Single horse.
What the fuck are you buying? The queen's horse?
No, well, almost. We already bought that one.
So, wait.
We
The
have
only thing you
carriage.
bought at this point is a carriage. Yeah.
Oh no, I thought we paid for the carriage and the.
No, Mage
The
never
Omega horse.
produced. No, Mage never gave any money.
You didn't even give the 200.
No, they offered 2
Oh.
books and then you led
Mage?
them away.
Mage doesn't have money. Mage
I
is
thought you said you had
absolutely
the book.
broke. Yeah, Mage had books of knowledge, which is priceless.
I see.
Knowledge is priceless.
I'm being informed I need 275.
I believe you're buying the horse for Mage that he can't afford, that they can't afford at all.
He wants the horse.
So, you want me to give you money for this horse? For this, how much money does the horse cost?
275 gold.
Roll deception.
Can I roll something too?
Insight, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I just eye you, and I go, Kaylin, do you think I'm stupid?
I am possessed by a god who gives me the ability to discern untruths when spoken before me.
I don't think you're stupid. I just don't think you value money that much. Or you overvalue.
You are not about to appeal to my ego above the... You're not gonna do this to me. Look,
Look, I've
I-
paid for most of the horse and the cart and a second horse.
right. You paid for most of it with the money I gave you.
Yes, so technically we have a cart.
So I paid for most of the horse and the car.
Yes.
Hey, Liana, could I have 275 gold?
Leona, please do not give them this money.
Send it for me if you come to the bank of the Night Stalkers.
We don't have to walk all the way to the vampire.
I could give you a
Yeah.
hug.
Just take the damn money, Kaylin. Just take the fucking money. And I'll give.
What kind of hug are we talking
Hey,
about?
Listen,
how long
we
of a
don't
hug?
have to buy a carriage. I have my own horse.
Look, I'm just gonna give you.
You
the money.
guys can walk.
I could hold it for 275 seconds. That is a gold piece a second.
200. I mean, that's an expensive hug.
I've already given Kaylin the money.
I am still making this transaction right now.
I don't know. Can you sweeten the deal for me at all? You know, it's just a hug.
We can become friends.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know about that because I remember what you think friends is. We talked about that on the ship, and you tried to get into my bed several times.
I get lonely when I sleep.
There's a
Right.
very, very big difference between friends and bad friends.
I will give you. She'll pull out 10 platinum. This for a minute-long hug.
But I need more than that.
Well,
I
Then
need
you're gonna have to-
275.
we're
Actually.
gonna have to come up with something else
You-
to make up the difference.
You only have 10.
Well, I've
You are
got more
200
than that.
You are 265 coins short.
I think you mean you're 265, whatever.
No, you are. For the transaction I am asking for, you have produced a minimal amount that is a fraction of a percent.
To reiterate, she pulled out 10 platinum, so that would be 100.
Yeah, Mage doesn't know the difference.
Oh, okay. This is platinum. This is worth 100 gold.
That sounds fake.
Well, I don't think that you're an expert on these things.
Why do
That's why you don't have any money.
Well, no, that's because I made a transaction. I purchased goods. I am an expert at spending money.
But keeping it.
Yeah, earning it seems to be a little lost.
I did not know we were getting paid for our duties.
I mean, she gestures, are
wait.
not.
We are the sun
I.
people. The only person
I-
getting paid is Leon.
No, I point at Alante and Mage and be like, I think they're supposed to get paid by the gallon of stuff, right?
Us?
Yeah.
Are we getting paid?
I mean, you guys had that whole like stipend of gold to spend on equipment.
Yeah, but we spent all of that. We bought you stuff from the stipend too.
Yep, you bought me this longbow that I haven't used.
You're all
Oh my god, you
fucking-
haven't even.
You're all terrible with money.
Oh my god, all of your whinging, I'm getting a headache. She pulls out a shot closer. Look, here, I'll give you guys all this. And she will reach into her bag of holding and pull out a gold-lined fur cloak.
Oh,
I took this from the mummy place, where we got a lot of the gold. It's worth like 250.
But we need coin.
Yes, this can be sold to get coin.
We
I'll
can
fix
sell-
your headache for 100 gold.
I can fix my own headache. I'm saying you guys are a headache.
Caitlin, can you fix our headaches for 100 gold?
Yeah, I think that means just go to our rooms and leave her alone.
Are you gonna leave me alone to drink?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
who's here?
I'm not.
buddy.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, that means I have to stay too. I don't trust you two alone.
You can trust me.
No, I can't.
I just bailed you out with like 200 fucking gold. You can trust me.
Who did you bail out? I already
Whatever.
paid.
Whatever you say, but it's actually just a cloak. It's not really gold.
Do
No,
you
no, no.
really trust them
Kill
to
it.
handle it? Like, I'm just gonna get a bar space to rent.
Paige puts the cloak on. This makes me feel kind of fancy.
Look at that. It's no longer gold.
I not wanna
That's
part.
his now. Not theirs.
I no longer want to part with it.
See, you worry about me, but that right there, she points at me. That's, you need to help him learn the value of money.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. If no one comes up with the gold in the morning, we're getting a refund and we're marching to the vampire.
I just gave you money. I just gave you money. What are you talking about?
Alright, I'll take it.
I
Imagine.
gave you all the 275 that you asked for, and you're telling me to go fuck myself.
Try to swindle more money out.
Mother.
Alright, thank you. It's no longer the afternoon, so I'm going to bed.
No, it is late in the evening, and I will just say this is a bar, not an inn. There's no second floor for you guys to. Mhm.
Alright, who's paying for the rooms?
Thank you
I
very
feel
much
like
for the
you
follow
say
star
that, and
pink.
I just, I don't want to put her head in her hand. She goes, I can't, not again.
Hope you're
Alright,
having a good laugh
let's
tonight.
go, my Captain Alaska.
Let's sleep on the boat.
Let's go mooch another night up the boat.
I'm gonna get a room here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't have rooms here, Koo. It's a bar.
Do they have a room? I'm gonna go find a room.
Alright, I'll just go up to the barkeep. Hello. Where's the closest place a bunch of travelers can sleep?
I mean, more than a few, less than a lot. And they'll list off a couple of inns of varying price points. How nice are you looking to stay tonight?
Is this the same person that gave me all that nonsense about buying horses?
Yes.
Where's the
Steve.
closest place?
Oh, the Icky Pegasus,
Thank you. Which way is that?
just inside the city.
I love that you talk to him like he's stupid and he thinks you're wrong. No. Where is the closest place that
Thank you. Our city is big.
Oh yeah, and I will show you guys that the Icky Pegasus is just inside the Watergate.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you. I tip you, but I have no money.
No, it's okay. I think your friend started confusing silver for platinum a little while ago.
Uh-oh.
Well, enjoy that.
I
That's
fluff
the plan.
up the gold line fur cloak.
Leona is complimenting you.
am I out of 275 and Leona's out of the close?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God fucking damn it. I'm gonna need a fucking return on my investment.
Liana, can you walk?
Yeah? What does that mean?
My 500
No,
gold.
I meant like, are you so drunk you need me to carry you to the...
Oh, I'm fine. She stands up and staggers, catches herself in a chair. I'm fine.
Okay, I'll help
Pushes
her.
off and wobbles towards the door.
Yep, I'll help her. And I go behind her and like put her on, like I basically swoop her arm like over my shoulder. Like, oh, we can walk together.
Oh, I gotta go pay my tab.
You've paid your tab. It's all good.
You sure? I don't remember.
The bar guy said you tipped very well.
Oh, okay.
You didn't pay at all. Did you?
Very kind.
God damn it! I'm just gonna leave some, however much money it is on the table.
Oh no, she well overpaid.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
God.
I wasn't kidding, Atlanta.
Yeah, and then I'll like bring her like hobbling over. I'm like,
She's from that weird place where people don't pay their workers, so the customers have to pay them for them.
Wow.
What?
America.
America. Imagine having to tip people.
Right?
Just get paid well.
They all wish they could.
never.
Um,
That's how the commies win.
Okay, rooms here are fairly cheap. They don't come with food, but they are only a silver for a bed. If you're looking for a solo room,
I
that's
can
5
afford.
silver.
Don't worry, Atlante, I got this.
My fucking wallet is crying.
You should get that looked at.
Yeah.
It should make sounds. That's what I said.
Already have 5 silver. Boom, 5 silver. 5 beds, please.
Alright, she will take your silver and direct you to a long room that is maybe 15 single beds spaced around with small shuttered lanterns next to each one and a desk, more like a chest for clothing and objects that if you wish to lock anything away at night. There are maybe 3 other people in the room. One appears to be sleeping, the other 2 are in a conversation. They are both posted up in the farthest beds from the door.
Put all
Sir.
the stuff in the locker, but I assume that fucking battle axe can't fit.
I'm gonna walk to the corner of the room where we're gonna be sleeping, and I'm gonna cast Magnificent Mansion and then enter that.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Wait, you know what I have? I have a pocket spa still. I still have your pocket spa.
Can I go in there with you, Mage?
Yeah, what is the
yeah.
cast time for Magnificent Mansion?
Oh,
That's a good question.
I think it's a minute, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we all in the same room?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
One big communal.
Communal sleeping. A classic. Gonna go find one of the love seats and tuck into that for sleeping at Mage's
I feel like
mansion.
I'll go up to Kayla. Are we still outside, or did we all walk in? I don't know. I haven't walked in yet. I don't know if everyone else did.
I was packing my stuff into a locker, and then Mage made a door, and I would have been like, "Fuck."
Kaylin, before you go in there, do you wanna? And I pull out the pocket spa that I still have for some reason because I've never gave it back to you.
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah, it is. Do you want to use it?
I mean, guess I can wash the sea air out of my hair.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Sure, why not?
I think I'd still be holding Leanna though, because she can't walk on her own. At least I don't trust her to. I feel like, Leanna, do you want to go inside, or you want to go to the mansion and sleep?
Ooh, mansion. Mansion sounds good.
Mansion. Okay, I'm gonna let go. Can you make
Okay.
it?
Yep. Staggers, stumbles, grabs the edge of the bed. Got it. And she goes hand over hand along the 4 poster beds over towards the corner where Mage is just finishing casting a spell. One for admittance, Captain.
What?
Okay, one for permission to come aboard. Ah.
It's not a ship. It's the mansion.
Bro. Oh, can I come in?
Well, yeah, of course.
Sick. And she will follow in after you.
We don't have to worry about food.
Kaylin and or Caitlin, sorry, and Adelante. You guys are going into the pocket spa.
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything specific either of you want to do?
Fucking
Bathe.
yes, clean myself.
All right. I mean, you can very easily do that.
Fucking tie my hair up in a bun. Fucking after I clean it, just put it up for once. Definitely needed it.
Wash this makeup on my face then. Yeah, I'm put it there with you.
Finally, wash it off.
Yeah, she never offered to do that with me. That's mean.
Well, you can cheat that. You can just have makeup, right?
Can I?
I mean, you can make your skin look as good as you want,
Oh,
right?
that's true. I technically can just change my whole face, but sometimes you want to, look a little bit, good on the exact same face instead of having to change it.
Is this what you normally look like?
Yeah. This is the what I like to call the standard model.
Did you have to
when you no longer have a rollable table for some reason. It is not one that I can use.
Did you have to like update yourself?
Update myself.
Like every couple years, you'd be like, "Oh, now I'm a little taller. I gotta change my face a little."
No, I still grow. I can just change what I look like. So like, and I like take my hand and like swipe it in front of my face. I have this one, and then I have, this one.
Yeah, but when you were a kid, did you look like a kid?
Well, yeah, I don't look fully grown.
You know,
I
you
can
could look 100 years old.
Yeah, I could change my face to look like that, but I mean, when I was a kid, I was mainly making myself look like other kids. It was believable,
Is the whole see a bloodline like you
Kind of.
change your face?
Well, one of my mothers was the one that had the red hair and the magic powers. She was. I'd imagine her family before her was. As for seers, no, I don't imagine that they all were. I think just by virtue of me being a changeling, I just so happened to be one. Is what I think it is.
So the changeling thing was recently introduced.
Recently introduced. I suppose you could say that.
Married it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's less of a tradition, a tradition thing, and more of just a oh hey, that's a thing sort of situation. Although, in all honesty, it hasn't really been that useful. I mean, I used to play pranks on people with it, but,
I mean, I guess it'd be useful if you wanted to not look like yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be
nowadays,
useful for me if any Feynman soldiers show up.
yeah. Although it's kind of lost its novelty. Unless I make a name for myself, nobody's going to know what I look like anymore.
I'd rather not attract attention to ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, you hear about all these heroes and stuff saving the world, stuff like this. They're usually like super famous. But that would honestly be really annoying.
You two spend your hour in the spa. It's amazing, It is a once in a lifetime experience that you can have whenever you want. Most people will never receive this kind of treatment just anywhere. Like this is something that the richest and wealthiest people in the world have access to because it's so expensive, and you have a magical item that duplicates the entire experience. But the only downside is its timer. It only lasts an hour. You have time to enjoy your soak, become clean once more, return yourselves to your proper states, and you realize it may have been a good idea to do that before meeting with the highest levels of the city, but who's to call shots now? And you exit the pocket swatch just as it dings and folds up. Now here's a question. Mage, have you left the door open?
Yeah.
Okay. You presumed everyone would come in and that you would do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Good guy, Mage. Look at this.
And there's a whole banquet. Up to 100 people.
Yeah, just walk in. Sorry that took a while.
Honk shoe, me, 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 me.
God, I'm hungry.
Quickly devour some food and then find somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, literally, just fucking scarf some shit down. I guess like go over here and like put my feet up on the little table.
Just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
I can't believe it. Yeah, just sleep right here. Just
Alright.
kick my feet up and pass out.
Everybody except Mage gathers by one section to curl up together. All right. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do? Mage, this is your creation. Is there anything else specific that we should know about the mansion tonight? Have more of the windows changed? Are there more books than there were before? And is there anything that you want to do as the master of this domain?
No, Mage is just going to bed.
All right. Like blood from a stone. All right. More everyone will be able to get a long rest and sleep through the night. The mansion will last well beyond how long you need to stay in here. So as you all waken in the morning, fully refreshed, please everybody take 1,500 experience
Hey.
for good stuffs done yesterday, as well as meeting God. You know, that does do quite a bit.
Takes a toll.
And let's figure out what you guys are going to do today.
Stables.
Stables.
Wait.
Who is awakened first?
Wait,
Yes.
can somebody post our totals? Because I gave myself too much experience.
Your previous total, as I have on Lyanna's sheet, is. Oh,
You
Caitlin
got the
has more
wrong
than
one.
I do have more. Okay, so that is that with the new
That
amount?
is with what we just got.
That's
Yeah.
just
Okay.
what I got.
Okay.
Malphite and
Cool.
Kalen have exact same.
Yeah, I accidentally gave myself 11,000 experience.
Oh,
So I was like, cool, level up. But then nobody else said anything, so I thought something was up.
You're like, wait.
Yeah, no. Not yet, friend.
We're close.
We're very close.
It's time
Very
to,
close.
time to multi-class.
oh,
This far down the line, imagine.
do it.
You say that, but most
There's-
classes have very bad capstone features, and multi-classing is usually like better.
True.
You get to a point and it's like, okay, I want to work towards another specific ability that will help me out more so than.
Yeah. Especially for like main spellcasters, the last few levels is just like, cool, I'll get like 1 or 2 more spell slots. Or I
Part
could
of-
get a whole different subclass.
Part of me kind of wants to be like,
Like
It's
cleric
hard.
is very like that.
yeah, I don't know what I would do with cleric.
I mean, you are the light domain, right?
Yeah. Because like
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be totally
you're-
open to doing that. I just don't know what I would do because of my.
Yeah, I
Hold
mean,
on.
you have a bunch of levels before you get anything else as a cleric at that point. You would need 3 more levels till you get your next subclass feature. So are there any 3rd level abilities that you would want more than getting a 4th destroy undead, like a CR4 destroy undead?
The thing is,
Like you could be better with your hammer picking up fighter or something. It's just an example.
yeah, I was
But
gonna say
Do you
something.
want them 8th and 9th level spells? Is the real thing.
Yeah,
Apocalypse
that's
spells,
the other.
baby.
That's the other trade-off. Yeah, you'll be rocking around doing earthquakes and shit on people. There's also the argument for paladin or something along those
The thing
lines.
is, I can't do paladin.
You need strength and charisma.
Oh,
I
you don't have the
I don't
strength.
have enough. No, I have strength. I don't have enough charisma.
Mm. Well, maybe you
I
need
think
something that
Paladin
gives.
is like the only one that has multiple requirements.
Isn't it like 13? Right? Something like that.
Mm.
We can also always talk about it, especially this far into a game. You guys are 14th level. It's not going to break the game if you get paladin without having the charisma for it. Like, it would be different if you guys were like 2nd level and you were trying to do that. But this far down the line, especially with the way that Adelante is going, that's something that I could definitely see as be like I'm always down to talk and figure something out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down. Well, we have a talk after this game anyway, so I can ask you that after you're done.
Alright.
You're still a little bit away from leveling up anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, to the stable.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything beside the morning activities? You all get up, you have your
McDonald's
turned over
breakfast
feast.
burritos.
Oh,
Yeah,
please.
it's
Only the breakfast burritos from McDonald's.
platters and platters and platters of breakfast burritos. It's like, this one has no cheese. This one has extra potatoes. This one has so and so.
If it has extra
Endless
potatoes,
variations
give
of
me
the
that.
same item.
Extra potatoes, extra cheese. I'm hunting for that one.
Yeah, the extra bowl.
There's nothing else. It's just not even like the fucking eggs or anything. It's just extra potatoes, extra cheese, and nothing else in the burrito. A lazy croquette.
You didn't get burritos in McDonald's too.
How do you do that thing where you draw an arrow and your token moves with it?
Click your token to pick it up, then right click, and while still holding left click. So you pick it up, and then you right click, and it'll draw. Yeah. And it covers everybody's shit while your token moves, but for you it's instant.
Yeah.
A whole new world.
Oh, well, we're passing by the ship. May as well say goodbye to your boy.
Depending how early you guys get up to go, the ship might actually not be there.
Bye bye.
It'll probably be gone before us.
Don't blame them.
Hey, Lynn's like the only one other than Mage who isn't looking pissed. As in drunk. Gonna have some late sleepers.
Okay. Everybody makes their way up to the stables. Yes?
Eating my breakfast burrito.
Hell yeah. Can
No,
you can't take it out. So
can't.
you're
It's
you're chewing on it as you step out the door and it disappears. It vanishes into ash. Adelante stays behind to answer all the awkward questions about why they opened an extra dimensional space after paying for rooms.
No.
Well, I mean, we paid for the space, and so we just made sure that, we shuffled on
You
out.
paid for the privacy.
We spent so long on that boat using the mansion as like a battle arena that I forgot we could sleep in it.
We use it as a final destination platform. I forgot about that.
You make your way back to the stables, which are wide open. You see the old man give you a smile as you walk back over. Here to make the rest of the purchase. I got everybody all saddled up and ready for you.
275, right?
He'll give a nod.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He'll give a whistle. Bring 'em out, boys. And oh god, it's very big. Horses and cart.
What's this out?
We have Miles and Bessie.
Did we get a carriage?
Yes.
So it looks fancier than the actual boat.
Yeah. It's got a cover, and there are cup holders, and
AC.
Seat warmer.
there's no AC. The AC is the wind blowing in your face. Are there any other preparations that you guys would like to do? Are you gonna hop right in and get out of the city, or are you gonna ask them to hold on to it for a little bit longer while you do anything?
Well, if we're gonna get anything, we might as well get it here. Here, equipment, things, I don't know.
Let's go!
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're burning daylight.
I miss our car.
Meet me.
You're what?
Was,
Nothing. Don't worry about
did Adelante ever ride in the car?
it. No.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
shoot.
Very temporarily.
One time.
We drove it from fucking Tarlax Tower to Hot Rods and left it there.
Yeah.
No, we then drove to the main city.
We saddle up and leave. Head east.
All right. Who is sitting where? There are two front
I'm
seats,
sitting in the
4
front.
back seats.
No, you are
Alonso's
not
sitting in
sitting.
the front.
I am sitting in the front,
Well,
right
he wants
behind
to look-
Betsy.
I
Yeah,
was
he
Looks
wants to look at his horse.
Looks like Adelante and Mage are sitting in the front.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to
There's
sit
no
next to
stereo.
you in the back? Lana pulls out a lyre. Says, you
Request a song.
Thanks, thanks for the accompanying music.
Chilling in
Yes. Same rules apply, but we can only do bardcore versions of songs.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, I'm gonna join the watch together right now. We're doing parkour.
All right, who is going to be driving, aka handling the horses?
Who knows how to
Wait,
drive
wanna
light
handle the
vehicles?
horse? No, neither of us.
Well, now
I was
is the
barely
time to
learning
look.
how to. I was barely learning how to drive a ship.
Same, and I almost got the fucked up part is I was one off of getting it, and we get it here. All right, well, do you want to take a shot at it, Mage, or do you want me to drive?
I look up from my nautical love book.
All right, I guess I'm driving.
It's gonna take a while, I bet.
Are you talking shit back there?
Yeah, you gonna do something about it, front seater?
Fuck you, bitch. I want to hit every fucking pothole in the fucking street.
Hey, I'm safe inside the carriage. You're the one outside of it.
All right, now I'm driving the carriage, mate.
You're
Alright,
driving the carriage. All right. Do you have proficiency in
No.
land vehicles?
No.
Interesting. Do you have? All right. So why don't you just create, or I guess I'll have you roll just a straight strength check.
Also,
All right, with an 18, that is actually not bad at all. You give the reins a crack, far more used to this kind of travel than your previous jaunt in some kind of strange vehicle. It's not playing. You didn't do it. Here.
give me. Lana, you wanna play some songs for us?
Sure.
Oh God. Oh God.
Fucking hell.
As Liana begins to play, you lead everyone out of the city. Let me get my token that I just made for you guys.
this about your wife, Leon? Oh my god. What the heck? He took a screenshot of it.
I'm tripping out.
That's so good.
Fucking beautiful.
The controlled by all players. Okay. You guys are setting out from the sanctuary. I'm gonna make you guys a little smaller than the boat. Really have to zoom in to see you fucks. Are you? How are you departing? You guys? Can I assume that you're following the road?
Yeah.
Straight through people's backyards.
Oh, okay.
Straight over
Having-
people.
Having the horses leap across their back fences and then the carriage just destroying the fence.
No, I bring my leg off the side and I kick really hard, send us flying over the fence.
Jesus Christ, Fred Flintstone style. Alright, if you guys are going to be heading out on the horses with a war horse and a riding horse, you guys can traverse 60 miles in a day.
Alright. Let's go.
Yeah, right? Imagine in the car, this would be a one-day trip. You set out riding fairly early in the morning, well before midday, and ride essentially all day. What are you guys doing to pass the time? You don't have the car to whiz by in. Liana plays for much of the time, but there is little to intrigue you other than the passers-by that you either ride past or pass you heading in the opposite direction.
I would ask Kaylin if she wants to play the game where we punch each other in the face. But I don't know that game.
On a cart. You know
While
how
you're-
much space that takes up?
While you're driving?
I don't know the game. Also, I'm driving. I don't know. I guess we just fucking drive.
What about I Spy?
Sure, Brianna.
That works.
Made you go first.
I look up from my nautical love book.
I don't know.
We're playing I Spy.
I spy black ink on white parchment.
Book.
Is it your book?
Oh, you're so good.
I think Kaylin said it first, right? It's your turn.
I spy something beginning with R.
What?
Mhm.
No, I didn't hear you say
Something with I.
R.
R. Okay.
Road.
The road? Yeah.
No? Lion looks up at the sky. Is it raining?
No, but it's in the sky.
Raven?
A rack.
A rabbit.
A rock. We get attacked by a rock.
Another rock comes out of the sky. Ah!
We just bought those horses!
Is it a griffin? Did we buy insurance?
It is a griffin.
Oh, it's
Speaking
ruined.
Of.
It's ruined.
Yeah, I told him to wait outside of town, and I can talk to him from like miles away. So, look, there he is.
My turn. I spy with my little
Ruin
eye.
lands down. It's scaring both of the horses.
Some. I spy with my little eye something. Something fucking. She goes, I don't know. Something green.
Russ.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a tree. Fuck. Alright, your turn again.
This is boring. Can we do something else?
You suggest a game.
All right, play another song. please.
Something a little more up tempo.
No fucking way.
Available soon at major platforms.
I'm kind of curious about a few things. Your family, Keelan?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had such a title.
Well, no, I'm not like a noble.
Oh, no, I didn't
just-
assume, like, noble, but titles have power, you know.
My father's well known in the military for being pretty
Scary.
cunningly brutally cunning. I've heard. Cruelly efficient. Yeah, most people don't like to mess with him.
I can see why you didn't bring him up, though. If that's his reputation.
Oh, no, I love my father, but he thinks I'm dead.
It's a bit strange to let keep going? Or is it like you just don't want to go home and have that responsibility?
I feel like he'd be disappointed if I were alive.
That's kind of fucked up.
Well, I failed my mission and didn't want to come back with nothing to show for it. So that's why I sort of wandered around for like 3 years doing nothing. Looking for something to do. And until, I don't know, like 2 days ago, I didn't know what that was.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Yeah.
Even if it was kind of like a fucked up way of having to go about it. Not on your part, but like finding it.
I don't know, I feel like if I returned to him, I wouldn't be where I am now. So it was supposed to be like this.
Yeah, kind of fitting.
But, you know, thinking that one of your daughters is dead is a pretty fucked up thing to do to him. So he might be upset. He might think I'm fake.
Probably a fake at this point. Not like insulting, you know, just easy to try and impersonate someone who's presumed dead.
Yeah. Nate, Fainring was particularly advanced with like wizards and shit, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
While the Galar sub has the most like magical technology available to its public, Fainrune just has straight up magic of all kinds. They don't need to craft devices to mimic magical effects. They have enough mages and magical people to do everything by hand, essentially. In some ways it's less advanced, but because of the things that most people can do, it is a more magical society.
So it basically ends up on par.
It's less for the common people, but it's in general better
Yeah.
quality magic.
For anyone who has the money, you can do whatever you want.
Hmm.
Like, Kaylin, you probably grew up with food on your table not dissimilar to what Mage conjures with Magnificent Mansion. just every day.
Well, now that somebody is using my name, they might be able to use magic to locate me. Because they can probably do so much talent.
Would it be like if they wanted to find the person, they would be looking for their real name and not the person using your name?
No, what? What?
Well, I mean, like, because like where I'm originally, where original me was from, like Feywild. Names have a lot of power, like, but usually prevalent to specify that person's name, not just, oh, they're using this and, you know, magic's gonna recognize that. A very literal sense in some cases.
That might just mean they wouldn't have been looking because I was supposed to be.
Think they looked before, like, all this happened?
But I doubt it. Like, my father knew I was going on this mission. That was very likely going to fail. If I didn't come back, he would assume I'm dead.
Yeah, then he would have no reason to look then, right? Just to
Yeah,
write it off
until
as...
someone goes around using his daughter's name.
I would imagine if he's that cruel, then he would probably just try and kill them?
Not cruel per se, just effective. Like, when you look at me, do you think I'm cruel?
I think you're effective.
Exactly.
I don't think anything at you is really, like, overtly cruel.
You do have the spooky, scary look with your armor, though.
True.
I think Rune's just grumpy.
And that axe that devours
Drinks blood? Yeah.
blood, drinks blood. Yeah, look. These are just tools.
Yeah. Like the family. And, like, holds up the cutlery set of cursed shit.
Yeah. Except
you guys-
when I hold this, I don't want to eat people.
Yeah, that one kind of developed strangely.
As you are all talking, the day grows later and later and later. You find yourselves riding towards darker and darker stretches of road. As night falls, you find yourselves at a bend in the road, the only light coming from Kaylin herself. And all of you hear a branch snap in a nearby bush. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
We need to fasten a stick to the front of our wagon.
Tree people!
There is a stick. You could put a like on
Yeah,
a little
because
bit to hold the horses.
Thank you guys very much for coming to today's session. I hope you have enjoyed being in a new part of the world
Fuck yeah.
and the trauma that I have inflicted this day.
I mean,
Oh,
God. It's so
that was great.
hard
I thought I
trauma.
was gonna sit there and be like, man, fuck this guy. But actually, I was like, oh,
I kind of felt bad for
I
him.
gotta help him.
But also,
And I was the one that was like, man, fuck this guy.
also, I'm fucking depressed. That shit was so sad.
It's so fucking...
Some interesting implications if he is this way because the gods were banished from the world, what did the Order of Balance do?
Yeah.
What did Albus do?
Yeah, when you really think about it, Albus and the vampire are on the same side.
Literally.
Yeah, Albus.
A very
Albus
poignant
worshipped
reveal
Celestia.
if Albus was a player character still.
Albus worships Celestia.
Yup.
Yeah.
We've known Albus as the bad guy.
For a
You
while.
are not bad guy, but you are bad guy.
You are a bad guy.
Well, Albus's order. Maybe Albus. Who knows? At this
Who's to
point,
say?
Chris ever comes back.
Fucking
Yeah, you're the villain now.
yeah.
Have fun.
Albus comes back. Hey guys, what a name is kill him!
Well, he already knew what his order was doing. He was trying to remember it, and what he remembered, he was like, "Huh, that's pretty fucked up." Different POV now.
Ooh. Hey,
And what?
Oh,
y'all hang around. Val and I will be right back.
I shall also go.
so
No,
yeah,
you can stay.
Oh, okay. I stay. Okay.
You stay.
Yeah, bitch, you're stuck here.
We go.
you have to stay. I'm getting vibes of like, you guys were talking about Full Metal Alchemist earlier.
Full metallurgy.
Full Metal Alchemist. You know, Father took all the bits out of him and made like the sins,
Yeah.
and they each embody that. Like, the mentor has like no desire for anything, and then you have War, who has like all the desire, all the wrath.
Too
And I'm
much
like,
desire
"Oh."
for one person.
But
to
what
handle.
does it say about
Yeah,
a
maybe
short
they're all
sword?
split into everything. Like,
You know what that sounds like?
what is Ashore, like pride or something?
You know what that sounds like?
Like, yeah. What?
Not my fucking problem.
Mage is like, does that have anything to do with the arcane? No? Fuck it.
Get a family counselor.
Mage is in the background. Cringe.
Also,
Familial issues? Cringe.
Cringe.
just
So,
many fucking people crying.
So Mage is Jacob's son, right?
Yeah.
Or a creation of Jacob?
Yes.
I don't
God-
well, I guess you guys pretty much know Mage's secret, even though it hasn't been blatantly said.
Or you're created by a Mage,
Mage.
like a servant. Sorry,
Yeah.
created by Jacob.
No. Not Jacob.
The mentor, the gods, someone.
Mhm.
But
man.
you said grandson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it goes
Because
the
Mage.
gods, Jacob, you.
No, because Mage is a creation of mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh my fucking god.
mankind
See,
in general.
In
Yeah,
the damn
I
golem,
get it.
Shinji. Seat thyself within the damned golem, Shinji. What the
Fucking
fuck?
beautiful.
I
Golem.
love that. I love that.
Yeah,
It's Stark. Stark, you fall asleep, you conk out. Oh.
I will bid all of those who are still watching good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Good days to those who are still going. Sweet dreams to those who are going to bed. It's always a pleasant time to see you here, Longbed, and I hope you have a great evening and night. And I will definitely see you next time. I think next stream will probably be Friday. I might do something sooner. We'll see. But you'll hopefully get the notification. Twitch seems pretty good about that now. But love your faces. See you next time.